It's the first ever meeting between New York City FC 2 and Atlanta United 2 from Belson Stadium in Jamaica, New York. Welcome in. I'm Josh Toll, and you look at these two teams both searching for their first 3 points of the season for this New York City FC side. They're coming off a tough loss against the New England Revolution 2 by a score of 2-1. Meanwhile, on the other side, for Atlanta United, they drew against New York Red Bulls 2 by a score of 1-1, but they fell in the shootout, so they only got the 1 point out of that game as they look to bounce back and get their first win of the season. Meanwhile, for New York City FC 2, we'll see some different players in the lineup tonight for both these sides as well. But New York City FC looking to get a win here at home. Their first on the year. Last year, they had 4 wins at Belson Stadium, so they're looking to build on that here today in a tough game here on this Easter Sunday against an Atlanta United 2 team that looks to bounce back and see if they can gain some momentum here tonight against New York City FC 2. As we take a look at our lineups, we'll begin with New York FC 2, and they'll have 4 changes from last game. You look at what they have here today in at net. You'll have Matt Freese getting his first start of the season. You'll also have Andres Jason down with the team, Justin Hacken, as well as Steven Turnbull getting the start at the outside right back position for New York City FC. Matthew Dean Myers getting his second start after making his debut last week in the loss to Revs 2. Meanwhile, on the other side for Atlanta United 2, 3 changes from last week's lineup. Nicholas Firmino in, Mushab Chol also in, and Vicente Reyes will be between the sticks tonight for Atlanta United 2. You look at Vicente Reyes getting his second start. He began the year against the Revs 2 where his team fell in that game, and he allowed 3 goals. So he's looking to bounce back. He did, however, make 2 saves in that match against Revs 2 as he looks to bounce back here this evening. Atlanta United 2 looking for that first win on the season, hoping to get it on the road here on this night here in Jamaica, New York. First ever meeting between these two clubs. Heartbreaker for NYCFC 2, falling in the 89th minute to Revs 2. John Dennis in that game, he had 7 shots. He had the lone goal for NYCFC 2. Different starting attack unit here tonight for NYCFC 2, and you have Andres Jason. See what he can make. He's already played 3 games this season for NYCFC. Now Pilkington, the head coach of New York City FC 2. Meanwhile, on the other side for Atlanta United 2, it is Steve Cook leading the way. Great conversation with both those coaches. New York City FC 2 will be in the all-orange kits today. Meanwhile, for Atlanta United 2, they will be in the all-whites. Just about opening kick here. And we are underway from Belson Stadium in Jamaica, New York, as New York City FC looks for their first 3 points on the season at home. Meanwhile, Atlanta United 2 looking for their first road points of the year. First ever meeting between these two clubs, so that's going to see if this plays a factor here with the unfamiliarity of both clubs. And we'll have an early corner here for Atlanta United 2 as they will play it short. The cross will be sent in, and this is going to be smothered on the play by Matt Freese. So a good challenge there early by Atlanta United 2, but unable to do anything with it. And now Freese will have a chance to play this ball out. He's just going to roll it away. Here's Tyler Young. He'll go diagonal across the field. And now playing it up and out wide as it's knotted away. United dispossesses the ball and tries to work their way up the middle of the field as the ball is deflected away. Now a chance here for NYCFC 2. This is going to be laid back to midfield. Owusu will play it to the near side. This one laid back by Jason. Back to Owusu. Sorry, we'll play it out wide onto the touchline. Chance here for Jimenez. Jimenez overruns the ball. Let's see what they rule is. It's going to be a corner kick here for NYFC 2. Jimenez last season starting 18 of 19, also had 10 goals. He's going to be one of those goal scorers you got to watch out for. Last year, this NYCFC team averaged 2 goals at home per game. Driven in. And Atlanta United 2 will play it up. The ball, no, we're going to have a foul called against NYFC 2. So both teams here already with the corner opportunity in this game. Neither one able to capitalize. Firmino will drop it back. Here's Vicente Reyes. Reyes getting his second start as he plays it over to Noah Cobb. Patience here as they build up from the back. Nice handle of the ball right here. Now some pressure on the inline. NYFC 2 nearly forcing a turnover there in what would have been a dangerous spot for Atlanta United 2 in their own final third. Talking with the head coach Steve Cook about the game. Really need to put pressure on this NYFC 2 team, make them make mistakes, have to be difficult to break down, be brave in possession, try to take away the ball. They're a team that likes to have the ball and are very good technically, as we have another foul as going up and over right there is Jonathan Jimenez as he's knocked over from behind. So this will bring on Jack Beer, one of the leaders of this team. Beer won a national championship at the University of Georgetown back in 2019. Championship pedigree. Beer trying to help his team get on the board first. Takes a deflection off the head. Jason loses possession. Firmino hands it over. Slip through on the pass. Jimenez crossing. NYFC 2 trying to get off to that front foot, really putting the pedal down here early. Now the 21-year-old Jason will come to the corner. 5'9", played in 3 games this season for NYFC. This one cleared away, though, by Atlanta United 2. Now Alcazar will slip it inside. Hack goes out wide to the wing. Jimenez trying to cut back. Good coverage there by Luke Brennan. Hack down the touchline as it's knocked out of play by Eric Lopez. Go back to that game in the New York Red Bulls 2 draw. Eric Lopez getting the scoring off early for Atlanta United 2, scoring in the 4th minute. Go back to that opening game for NYCFC. Dominating possession 60-40, and right now doing the same thing. Back from distance, and that's going to be stopped. The first big save of the game coming from Vicente Reyes. So Vicente Reyes going down to smother this shot by Hack. 23 yards out, and he goes right to the ground. Good stop there by the youngster. Pilkington about this Atlanta United 2 squad. We need to be better with the ball, is what he said. That's what they want to focus on. Convert their chances and be more tuned in defensively, and right now they have been. Lots of positives from that first game, really quite pleasing. But ultimately, you want to get those 3 points. Ball up top. Here's Lopez. Lopez, though, offside. Look at this Atlanta United 2 team. The question is, where's their scoring going to come from this season? You look at now, Jackson Conway no longer with the team. He's on loan with Phoenix Rising. Meanwhile, Tristan Traeger also no longer with the team. He had 8 goals last season. You look at Jaimar Lopez. He'll be one of the players that they'll look to rely on. He's been used as a sub in the last game. He had 4 goals last year. Meanwhile, Nicholas Firmino had 3 goals. First road game of the year here for Atlanta United 2. Going back to that game against New York Red Bulls 2, they were outshot 21-7. Shots on goal in favor of Red Bulls 2 as well, 7-3. Diop was tremendous in goal for Atlanta United. He had 6 saves in that game, but back to Vicente Reyes, who started the season off for Atlanta United. He's already been tested here tonight. Beer plays it in. Here's Jason crossing, and that's going to be slotted in for the first goal in the 8th minute by Hack. And New York City FC 2 is on the board first. Justin Hack getting NYCFC on the scoreboard. Just a simple pass right up to the middle of the 6 and a wide open corner for Hack to slot that ball through to get the opening goal. That's how you want to start off your home opener. So Justin Hack with the early goal. 21 years old, 6 feet, out of Brooklyn, New York. Grew up in this academy, so he knows this team very well and what the coaching staff wants. So he played in 2 games as well for NYCFC, but making his mark here early in today's game. Reyes will play it away. You go back to last season for NYCFC 2, 4 games they won at home. They also scored 24 goals at home on the season. Last year they scored 49 goals total, so pretty much even road and home. This is going to be relayed back by Young. Played up the middle. Wolf knocks out the ball. He had 3 players around him, couldn't get through. Ben Alcazar will play it back. Owusu. Owusu originally from Ghana. Went to high school in Yonkers, though. Here's Matt Freese getting his first start. Look at Freese last year, 31 appearances with Philadelphia Union, too. Had 6 clean sheets for them. Hoping to get his first one here tonight for NYCFC 2. Still a long time to go, but right now, dominating possession, just like they did last week, is NYCFC 2. This ball looped up and over as it's knotted away. Hack, who's already got the first goal, plays it out to Width. Jason dances through traffic. And now another corner here coming for New York City FC 2. Beer. Jason. He's tripped up, and that's going to garner a whistle, and we're going to have a free kick from a very dangerous spot here on the corner of the 18. Sun setting in the background at Belson Stadium in Jamaica, New York, and New York City FC looking for their second score on the game here in the opening 11 minutes of play. Beer sets up with the left foot, Jason with the right. Jason's going to take this, near post! Jason trying to sneak that through on the near post. Freeze able to sidestep over to make the save. Vicente Reyes, stepping over to make the save. Reyes challenged a couple times where he's made some big saves. The one goal, nothing he could do about it. Owusu. Wusu. He'll give it back to Beer. Thunderous Jason trying to work his way inside. A little give and go action. Able to still hold on possession as Beer controls. Played into the circle, but intercepted in the process by Atlanta United 2. There's Eric Lopez trying to work his way through traffic, unable to get by Beer. United 2, they've had one opportunity that came off a corner with a shot on the near post, but wasn't much of a challenge there for Matt Freese. Other than that, it's been domination by NYCFC 2 to begin this game. I often hear about teams wanting to dominate those opening 15 minutes, and right now, NYFC 2 doing that. Turnbull will track back, he'll leave it for Freese. Wusu last year started in all 20 games that he played in. He's sending this over the top as it'll be sent back the other direction by Reyes. Chipped on. Maybe an opportunity here for Atlanta United 2. Getting back though is Owusu. Good defensive stop right there by Owusu on Atlanta United 2's Tyler Wolf. Joel to the inside. Lopez knocked off the ball. Jason denied the get through. Good solid challenge there by Tyler Young. Tyler Young making his pro debut last week. Young will play this back. Here's Cobb. Reyes sends it away towards midfield. NYCFC 2, just the one game so far, falling 2-1. New England Revolution 2. Meanwhile, for Atlanta United 2, they've played 2 games. They fell to New York Red Bulls 2 in a shootout. It was actually a draw, but then they lost in that shootout, and then they fell to New England Revolution 2 by a score of 2-3, that one on the road. This NYFC 2 team. Plenty of scores from last year back on the team. John Dennis, who led the team in scoring, back, as well as Jonathan Jimenez, who had 10. Turnbull had 5 as well at the outside back position. Reyes. John Dennis, 14 goals last year for NYCFC 2, as that one's knocked away by Hack, and he keeps it in place somehow. Good effort right there. Ball coming from Tomasi, headed away. Joel into the channel, being pressured here by Jason. Joel. Young, right-footed ball to the top of the 18. Lopez with a little room, and that's going to dip right into the arms of Freeze. Patience now from NYFC 2, not forcing anything. Now will play back. Owusu just behind midfield. NYCFC playing with patience, waiting for the press. Now just moving forward with some space to work with is Owusu. Beer cuts inside. Owusu surveys. Sorry. Too heavy of a touch there from the U19 Albanian. A lone goal scorer, the goal coming in the 8th minute for New York City FC 2. They have the better of the opportunities in this game. Vicente Reyes already having to make a couple of saves as well for Atlanta United 2. Here's Hack, loses the ball. Back to Reyes, some pressure here. Andres Jason was making a move to put pressure there on Reyes. NYCFC 2 last season, finishing in that 5th spot in the Eastern Conference. They're 3 points out of making 3rd. Hoping to get into that top 4 this season. A lot of returning players as well, so a chance to do that once again. He was very familiar with this academy. Jason brings it out wide. Beer, long range. Grace going down to make the stop once again. He has had a busy 20 minutes here to begin this game. Beer not hesitating with that left foot. He was able to tee it up. Lopez to the corner. Lopez gets one defender, crosses it. That looked very much like the goal that came from NYCFC 2, but back defending was NYCFC 2. Almost drawn up the exact same way. Good marking right there by NYCFC 2. Ball over the top, Reyes. Jack Beer, he thought about that one, catching Reyes off his line as he came up to play the ball. Took a look, decided not to fire away. And Alcazar will play back, gets it on the return. For position, going shoulder to shoulder, but gets the whistle. Tomasi back there for Atlanta United 2. Sends it forward. And Alcazar drops it back. Onto the near side. Jason. Movement here by NYCFC 2. And they lose the possession. They're going to get the foul on Hack. That's going to be the first yellow card of the game as well. Joel into the area. Trying to get by Bednarski there, unable to do so.
Ladies and gentlemen, the yellow card has been issued for New York City.
Nearly lost possession. Beer plays it into Hack. He'll turn back.
Yellow card, Hack, New York City.
So Hack with a goal in yellow now. New York City FC2 coming out and executing the game plan, being dominant with the ball. They've created chances. This ball played out wide to the channel. The cross, nothing going on as it's repelled away by Noah Cobb. Anthony D. Myers, the intended target there. New York City FC2 already with 4 shots on goal here in the opening 25 minutes. Jimenez on the end line to his left, slots it back. And Alcazar, Hack. Turn ball. Somehow it gets through 2 defenders. Owusu in the circle. Jason. Bednarski. Foul against Atlanta United 2, and it is indeed against Kofi Tomasi. Ball intercepted by Atlanta United 2. Now let's see if they can do anything. Nice little threaded pass. Oh, then you're going to get the push from behind against Eric Lopez. He just ran right over Hexari. Sorry, doing a good job on the recovery, getting back. And then Lopez committing the foul. 2 games in a row now for Atlanta United 2 where the opposition has outshot them. Wolf trying to go through the legs there. He had a couple of runners like Luke Brennan there in center. Player down. It's Kazare down for NYCFC. So the Albanian down. Dual citizenship with USA as well as Albania. United 2 just struggling getting into the attacking third here this evening. And what they haven't been able to challenge Matt Freese whatsoever. You see just an awkward step there by Hexari when he was challenging the ball there against Tyler Wolf. Might have been stepped on the toe. He's up, he's ready to go, so great to see. Second straight game for NYCFC 2 in the all-orange kits. Have that patch of blue there on the left side of the kit. Last week for NYCFC 2, they had 6 shots on target. They've almost equaled that total here in the opening half. Four already here in this opening 30 minutes of play. See with the clip of the heels right there. Going down was Bednarski as he's able to get up. Change up right now in the positioning for NYCFC with Hexari off on the field. So right now sliding back has been Alcazar into that left center back position. In the right is Wosu. So we'll see how long that lasts here. I think Hexari will just be looked at here for a moment and then be right back on the field. But an opportunity maybe for Atlanta United too to take advantage if they can get the ball back. Here's Beer playing outside. Turnbull turns away, loses possession. A chance here for Brennan. Brennan with a step over. Can't get by Owusu. Great defensive play there by Owusu, and then this hits off the referee. And it'll come back for NYCFC 2. Ben Alcazar coming really back from that 6th position to the left center back. Alcazar is on that far touchline, way to check back in. Here you have to wonder if we might have a sub possibly even come on here for NYCFC 2. Here's Owosu. Giveaway here. Tomasi sidesteps one defender with the right foot, blocked by Hack. Young. Tomasi. Control plays it inside, gets it on the return. Now you see Xari back on as he's on that far right side of the pitch. He now has possession of the ball as he tries to cross. It's collected away. So good to see him back in as he'll go back to his right center back position. And Owusu will come back to that left center back. And Ben Alcazar will now move up onto the 6th spot, to that defensive midfield holding spot. Freeze. Owusu crosses midfield. Benarski. Jason working his way to the end line. Another corner here for NYCFC 2. He's going to play this short. Jason. There's possession right there from NYCFC 2. Just miscommunication looked on the ball between Jason and Owusu. This ball played down the line. And some change here remains in the first 45 minutes of play. Lone goal coming from Justin Hack back in the 8th minute. He also has a yellow card in this game. And he played at Belton Stadium in Jamaica, New York. Owusu pops it over. Bednarski in his 2nd season. Beer. Jason slips it through. Beer. Good connection. Myers. Myers getting his first real good touch of the night right there. Number 8th overall draft pick at the MLS Super Draft out of Rutgers. Slicing right. Made his debut last week against New England Revolution 2. One of those players making that adjustment to the pros. Center is, and company will reset. So we'll have highlights for you here at half. Also look back at match day 2 here at halftime as well. Show you the best of here on the spotlight. Owusu. Unders Jason. Bednarski having to play back to Freeze. Freeze in his first year after coming over from Philadelphia Union, as well as playing numerous games for Philadelphia Union 2. And 6 clean sheets last year for Union 2. Lopez trying to slip it through, was looking for Brennan. Miscommunication there, but Bednarski able to find Freeze as he sends it high into the night. Hack punching it up the field. Bednarski stumbles over his own feet, but able to keep the ball in play. Lopez. Brennan. Brennan, youngest goal scorer last season at the age of 17. Played in 21 games last season, scoring twice. Maybe he's going to be one of those players that provides the goals this year. Again, the top 2 scorers from last year's side no longer with the club. NYCFC 2 wanted a foul call, not going to get it. This opening half has been dominated by NYCFC 2 in terms of possession, in terms of shots on goal. Really just, you could rattle off every stat and they have just dominated. This break coming up for Atlanta United 2 might be a great chance for them just to catch their breath, readjust. Lopez. Lopez knocked off the ball. One or two maybe for Atlanta United 2. We might see some subs early to begin the second half. Jason. Bednarski goes inside. And Alcazar will go out. Sorry, down the line. Turnbull goes inside. Here's Beer. The cross in, knotted down and out. Good job there by Adeni. Leading the team in passes completed for Atlanta United. Doing a good job right there. Just keep their hopes alive here. NYCFC 2 looking for that second goal on this corner. Brennan knocked over, and there's the whistle. Jason will come back to the near side now. Relatively clean game between these two sides, just the one yellow card at the moment. Add to the goal scorer, Justin Hack. Good offside flag there for Luke Brennan. last year, played in 26 games, making 11 starts. Second season with Atlanta United 2. Also played with Union Omaha back in 2021. He was with New England Revolution 2. Jason turns away. Usu. Benarski to the inline. And unable to get there, just too heavy of a touch. Nearly getting to the ball right there was Andres Jason. NYCFC 2 doing a good job challenging Atlanta United 2, making things difficult for them to get out of their defensive third. Just a couple minutes here remains before we head to the dressing room, as we do have a player down behind the play. Everyone up, ready to go. I believe it was Jimenez, the man that was slow to get up. Over, and it should be a free kick here for NYCFC 2. Oh, they're going to say not for NYCFC 2, so this will go against them, and it'll be Atlanta United 2 here with about a minute. We'll see how much stopping time is added on for a chance to get an equalizer here before halftime. First half has been all NYCFC 2. Just one shot on goal here for Atlanta United 2 in the opening 45 minutes of play. Bednarski gives it up. And Alcazar will find Owosu. Owosu will creep up the field. Bednarski want to go inside, nearly won the ball back. Jason comes up with it. Jason with a little room. Shot from long range, knocked down. Good job there by Adeniyi. Back. 2 minutes of stoppage time added on. Some chance here with a couple minutes in stoppage time for Atlanta United 2 if they can get the ball. That one somehow kept in, but no, it was over the line, so maybe one last dash here coming for Atlanta United 2. What a turn of events it would be if they could get a goal here before the break. Just trying to get a little bit of rhythm here before the half. See if you can take that momentum into the next 45 minutes of play. Lopez looking to play quickly. Now he holds up and waits. Firmino, quiet day for him so far. Came on as a sub in last week's game. Bednarski goes inside. Corner coming here for NYCFC 2. New York City looking to add to their total. Driven in. Up at the top, Bednarski lets it go by. Owusu trying to time that perfectly, sends it into the stands, and that will close out the first 45 minutes of play, as it was an absolute performance here from New York City FC 2 in the first 45 minutes as they control this game. And our score here at half is NYCFC 1, Atlanta United 2-0. After 45 minutes of play, lone goal coming in the 8th minute from Justin Hack. We'll take a look around the league coming here up here at halftime.
MLS Next Pro's second weekend of matches saw some new faces in the spotlight. Here we highlight all of the players standing out after the second weekend of play. Your MLS Next performer of Match Day 2 is Academy product Ryder Mills. It only took the FC Cincinnati 2 player 3 minutes into his MLS Next Pro debut to score off of the bench. And while he wasn't able to help the road team get the win, he did give them a glimmer of promise going forward. Now, opposing Mills and company on the pitch was the MLS Next Pro player of Match Day 2, Crown Legacy's Brando Cambridge. The forward's first half brace helped earn his team their first ever MLS Next Pro victory. The 2 goals against FC Cincinnati 2 give him 3 on the season, putting him in a tie for first in the early Golden Boot race standings. Another forward getting recognized this week, Cameron Dunbar, with the best goal of Match Day 2. The Minnesota United FC 2 forward put his squad ahead off of a free kick that he curled right over a line of St. Louis City 2 defenders and right past their keeper, giving the Loons the lead in the 85th minute and handing them their second straight win. As for the best team performance, well, that goes to Colorado Rapids 2. The club went into Houston, where they handed Dynamo Dos their first defeat at SaberCat Stadium and only their second home loss ever in league play. And they did it in thrilling fashion. After trailing late, Rapids 2 equalized in the 87th minute and then netted the game winner 2 minutes into stoppage time. Congrats to all of our players who are in the spotlight following the second weekend of play. We'll see you right back here for Who Stood Out following Match Day 3.
One to 0 here at half. NYCFC 2 up 1-0 over Atlanta United 2. It was a dominant first half here at Belson Stadium in Jamaica, New York for NYCFC 2 as they dominated the possession of the ball. You look at the scoreline, controlling the game, controlling possession, creating the most opportunities as Atlanta United 2 struggled there. As we take a look, 4 shots on goal for NYCFC 2. Meanwhile, just the 1 for Atlanta United. 5 corners to just 1 for Atlanta United 2. You look at the passing accuracy as well, 92 to 79. Just 1 yellow card. That handed out to Justin Hack, the goal scorer in this one. He scored in the 8th minute. Again, for Atlanta United, they're going to need to find a way to be more creative on the ball here in the second half if they want to come up with 3 points or even try to get that 1 point here in this one as they just search for an equalizer. Meanwhile, New York City FC will look to continue to push away in this game. Fans, the U17 final of the Generation Adidas Cup is finishing up right now on MLS Season Pass on Apple TV.
MLS Next Pro fans, we are back. Michelle Montaigne alongside my co-host Samara Perez, getting ready for Season 2, which will be here very, very soon. And since this league does things a little bit differently, we're here to explain all you need to know for Season 2 of MLS Next Pro.
MLS Next Pro was launched by Major League Soccer in March of 2022. The Professional Men's Soccer League provides players a pathway to bigger opportunities in soccer, such as landing a first-team contract. MLS Next Pro is fundamental to the development of all professionals working in and around the beautiful game.
There are 27 teams competing in the league this year. They're broken up into 4 divisions that make up 2 conferences. The Frontier and Pacific divisions make up the Western Conference, each featuring 7 teams apiece. The Northeast Division boasts 6 clubs, and the Central Division with 7 teams both make up the Eastern Conference.
Now, this league is all about innovation. Therefore, it features several differences from other soccer leagues. First, there are no ties in MLS Next Pro. If a match ends in a tie at the end of regulation, the game will proceed directly to a shootout with kicks from the penalty mark.
That brings us to the point system. Similar to other soccer leagues, a team will earn 3 points with a win at the end of regulation, 1 point for a tie, and 0 points for a loss in regulation. A club will earn 2 points if the game ends in a tie and they go on to win the shootout that Samara just explained following the end of regulation.
Last year, we introduced 2 rules not seen anywhere else. First, the off-field treatment rule, or OTR for short, where if a player is suspected to have an injury and is on the ground for more than 15 seconds, a medical crew comes onto the field to evaluate the player and assist him off the pitch. The player is then treated by medical staff and required to remain off the field for 3 minutes. Next, the red card suspension rule. If a player receives a red card, that player will serve the resulting 1-game suspension against the same team that he received the red card. This rule applies in the case of a direct red card or a second yellow card. 2023 will introduce a new rule. The league added a new time substitution rule. This allows a maximum of 10 seconds for a player to leave the field when subbed off. If he exceeds 10 seconds, the player coming in must wait 60 seconds to enter the field, which results in the team playing a man down for that period of time.
Also new this year, the expanded playoffs feature a pick-your-opponent format for the first 2 rounds. 7 teams from each conference will advance to the playoffs. The club with the most regular season points in each conference will earn a first-round bye. Now, during the quarterfinals, the next 2 teams in each conference, so the 2 and 3 seeds, will choose their opponent and will host their match. The 2 remaining teams not selected will play each other, with the higher-seeded team hosting. In the conference semis, the 1 seed will choose its opponent from the remaining 2 lowest-seeded teams, with home field advantage, of course. The second highest seed will host the remaining team.
Also this season, the majority of MLS Next Pro matches, plus all Decision Day matches and the Cup, will stream live on MLS Season Pass on Apple TV. To view the complete schedule, visit MLSNextPro.com.
Samara and I are so excited for year 2, and we cannot wait to watch it all unfold alongside all of you.
Welcome back. 45 minutes in the books here between New York City Football Club 2 and Atlanta United 2 as New York City Football Club is up 1-0 in this first half. You look back at this one, really it's been New York City Football Club just having their way right now with Atlanta United 2. They got the opening goal in this one in the 8th minute, and Atlanta United, they tried to get back in it but just had the 1 shot on target in that first half. When you look at these highlights here from the opening half of play, you'll see just how lopsided it was in the opening 45 minutes between these 2 clubs as you get the walkout, and that's about the calmest it would be for Atlanta United 2 to begin this game. First ever meeting between these 2 clubs coming on Easter Sunday. So you're looking to hear these 2 going to establish what will be many games against one another here as we progress into the history, as this will be blocked originally. That was won by Hack. That was blocked. But here's the goal scored by Hack. Gets it at the top of the 6, just slots it through with the left. A great pass up to the top of the 6, and all Justin Hack had to do is put it in the right corner, and he would get the team on the scoreboard first in the 8th minute. Here, you would have a free kick try brought in by Jason. Jason trying to go to that near post as he was trying to sneak it around, but getting to it was Reyes. Vicente Reyes very active in that opening half. There's the dipping ball by Eric Lopez for Atlanta United 2. Here, Beer would get a great look with his left foot. He won that right corner but Reyes once again right on top of the ball to make the stop. Here you'd have another foul against Atlanta United too. Just too many careless fouls really against both sides. Just the one yellow card, though, handed out, and it was right there to Justin Hack, the goal scorer. Here's a nice little slip ball to Myers. Myers, though, would send that ball slicing away on the shot attempt. And here, Reyes with an easy scoop there, but now you come into the second half. For Atlanta United, too, they just need to find some kind of buildup. They need to possess the ball. They had trouble really connecting on their passes there in that opening half of play to really establish any kind of possession in the final third. Meanwhile, for New York City FC 2, just keep doing what you're doing. Dominate the possession, create the opportunities when you need to. Don't force anything, because right now, Atlanta United 2 unable to make this New York City Football Club 2 team make any mistakes. Go back to that video that we saw at half with Michelle Montaigne and Samara Perez doing a great example explaining one of the injuries that we saw in that first half, the injury to Hixari, where he had to come off the field for 3 minutes. So you look back at that moment for New York City Football Club 2, they were playing a man down for 3 minutes in that opening half, but Atlanta United 2 unable to take advantage of it. Atlanta United 2 trying to get back in this one as they look for their second draw on the season. Again, if you do tie at the end of regulation, you go to a shootout to try to earn a point. That happened for Atlanta United 2 against New York Red Bulls 2, where that game finished 1-1. Ultimately, though, New York Red Bulls 2 will get the extra point. Question for Atlanta United 2 is, where is the scoring going to come from? We've seen some activity from Luke Brennan as well as Eric Lopez. Bishop Chol also involved in that attack, but they just have not had the ball at their feet enough to create any kind of scoring opportunities. You saw the one chance from Lopez that dipped right into the hands of Matt Freese, who's getting his first start this evening. Meanwhile, you look at this New York City Football Club 2 team. Anders Jason, he had plenty possession. Owusu is doing an excellent job at that left center back position. A lot of times you're seeing New York City FC 2 coming up the left side of the field. Really, they might think they have a weakness over there that they're trying to attack, as they've been aggressive on the left side of the field. Opening 45 minutes for Matthew Dean Myers. He had the one good-looking shot, unable to do anything with it. Meanwhile, Jonathan Jimenez, he had a couple chances as well, unable to connect.
Second half, your New York City Football Club 2. fans, it's time now for the final 45. The second half starts right now.
Atlanta United 2 hoping this game will be a tale of two halves as they trail 1-0 as we are about to begin the second half here from Belson Stadium in Jamaica, New York, between New York City FC 2 and Atlanta United 2. Atlanta United 2 trailing 1-0 in this one. Josh Toll with you here on this Easter Sunday as Atlanta United 2 hoping to get off to the front foot here in the second 45 as this diagonal ball is brought down by Bednarski. He'll lay it back. And they'll be sent up into the sky by Matt Freeze. Freeze with one stop in that opening half for NYCFC 2. See the energy and the momentum that Atlanta United 2 tries to get here in this opening 5 to 10 minutes as Hack will play it up. Hack, the lone goal scorer in that opening half, scoring in the 8th minute. New York City FC 2 probably could have scored 2, if not 3 goals in the opening 45 minutes of play, but Vicente Reyes, he made a couple of really good saves to keep this game 1-0. Atlanta United 2 in that first half, they were very rarely in the final third trying to create an opportunity to score. Jason there knocked it over. Notice Jason, a very active first half of play. And Alcazar will give it back to Freeze. He'll relay it over Owosu. Here's Jonathan Jimenez. Jimenez last year 10 goals on the season. Second on the team there behind Dennis, who had 14. As this ball's driven and stopped by Reyes. Reyes once again able to see that all the way through. This is his second start on the season. It was Dion that got the start last week. Vicente Reyes getting it once again this evening, though.
That's Dennis for Hack. Sorry. New York City to start the second half. As for Atlanta, substitution now playing number 10, Jonathan Visa. He replaced number 30 with Soul. That's Visa for Soul. Atlanta to start their second half.
This ball's going to be relayed back. Now dropped off. Freeze will chip it forward. This one relayed back. Denny for Reyes. Reyes will pop it past midfield. Wusu. Looking at attack here as this is sent in. Now Beer will step it up. And now bringing it forward will be New York City FC 2 as this drop back. You have the hard collision there on the touchline. One of the players in now for Atlanta United 2 is Jonathan Vijal. Nice little slip ball through. A chance here for Myers. Myers with a Good look. Almost get it. That back post, was also hoping for a back post run. Here's Vijay who lays it back. Benalcazar surveys. Benarski. Brennan. That's Lopez inside. Vijay, who subbed on for Chol at half. Brennan to the end line. Falls over. Good attack there by Luke Brennan. Just couldn't stay on his feet. Look at Jonathan Vijay in his second season. 17 years old, listed at 5'3" out of Atlanta, Georgia. Last year he had a goal and 3 assists for Atlanta United 2. Lopez with the handover. Firmino. We've seen a little bit more of an aggressive Atlanta United 2 team here to begin this opening 5 minutes of play in the second half. Myers in the channel. Nice challenge there by Noah Cobb to at least knock the ball out of play and allow his team to reset. Chance here now on the counter for Atlanta United 2. Vijay. Vijay with a step over, nice little slip pass. Lopez, though, knocked off the ball by Owusu. Owusu, a solid game there at that center back position tonight for New York City FC 2. Jimenez. Here will leave this behind, and up will come Turnbull. Play into the channel for Myers. Turnbull retreats. Benalcazar. He'll play it out wide. Benarski down the line. Trying to turn and go with his Andres Jason. Myers going out wide. John Dennis now in for Hicksari, who left. He was the player that was out for those 3 minutes. Mentioned how last year John Dennis led the team in scoring with 14 goals. Go back to last week's game. He also had 7 shots in that game. Pass back, Atlanta United 2. Lucky that didn't go off past the end line for a corner. Coach Steve Cook's been really happy with his team's fight this season. Talked about how they fought extremely hard. They're going to have to do that once again here this evening. Talked about how they can't give goals away. I make a good argument that that first one was very much a goal given away to New York City FC 2. Denny will play it inside. Firmino. Vijol back to Firmino. Denny trying to avoid the pressure there by Myers. Myers with that left arm, though, wrapped around the defender. Owusu. Both teams looking for their first 3 points on the season. And now Atlanta United, too, just hoping to get back in this one to try to salvage a point at the moment. Give and go action, then we'll have another penalty or another foul here just outside the penalty area. Andres Jason, the player that went to the surface for New York City FC 2. So now a chance here on the free kick coming. Dangerous chance as New York City FC 2 looks for their second goal of the game. Andres Jason there with the left foot. Dennis to his left with the right foot. See if Dennis or Jason go for goal here. It's gonna be Dennis driving, dipping. Left of the target, had the dip that he needed. Won that near post. Vicente Reyes was right there, so it might have been one that he could have gotten to if he had to make the save. Jason tripped up there. We do have just a lone yellow card so far in this game, going against Justin Hack. Looking for possibly his first clean sheet with New York City FC 2, again coming over from Philadelphia Union. Multiple appearances with Philadelphia Union 2 last season, had 6 clean sheets for Philadelphia Union 2. Turnbull. Owusu into the center. Jimenez. Shaw being pressured by Turnbull. Masio played out. Cobb plays it to the wing. Now down the line. Intercepted once again by NYCFC 2. See both Bednarski and Steven Turnbull being very active on the widths of the field. Here's Turnbull as he intercepts the pass. Jimenez. Want to slip that pass in to Andres Jason. Try to go between the legs. Vijol. On the overlap to McFadden. McFadden to the right, crossing. Ball loose in front, the shot, and that just left of the target. Great look right there by Eric Lopez. Took a deflection, and Atlanta United 2 will have a corner, but this is the best look of the night here for Atlanta United 2. There, Lopez gets it, somehow just deflected away. It looked like it was Bednarski that got over to get that ricochet. Back post ball. So now confidence here building for Atlanta United 2. With a great cross right there, just a little too high. Alcazar once again back at that center back position now with Xari off the field. You take Xari off the field, you bring in John Dennis, who's going to be more of an attacking player. So that changes the rotation of the players and when they play on the field. As this ball is played out wide. McFadden back post. See McFadden getting a little bit more active here in the second half. McFadden actually leading the team in tackles won on the season, also tied for third in MLS Next Pro. He has 5 tackles won on the year. Firmino plays outside. Brennan trying to create a little space to work with as he maneuvers through. Now he strides down the line. Brennan. Firmino drops it out wide. Offside flag was up. Vijal, 3 players around him as he retreats. He turns back upfield. A little step over, trying to get by Hack. Plays it out wide. Cross coming near post. Left-footed ball and easy scoop here by Matt Freese. Owusu, Hack. Grew up in the academy system for New York City FC2. Ultimately make it to NYCFC, where he's played in 2 games already this season.
Here plays number 14, Kofi Kumasi. That's the entry for Kumasi. Atlanta also for Atlanta in the 63rd minute. Now playing number 7, Luke Brennan. He replaces number 21, Eric Centeno. That's Brennan for Centeno, Atlanta in the 63rd minute. Corrected substitution for Atlanta now playing number 21, Eric Centeno.
So Eric Centeno now subbed in for Luke Brennan. Here's Centeno with the step over. Back post, up and over the crossbar. So Centeno stepping on the field, making a difference right there. Great step over there by Centeno and crossing that back post. Tony Tiente also in for Atlanta United 2 as he replaces Kofi Tumasi. Ball deflected away. Beer. Another ricochet. This time Atlanta United 2 able to clear it. Have a foul here against NYCFC 2. Lopez on the far touchline. Nice little screw pass looking for Santo. Santo, one of the numerous players with dual citizenship. He also can represent Mexico. Last year he had 3 assists and nearly had 1 on a cross.
Ladies and gentlemen, substitution in New York City. In the 67th minute of play, number 18, Christian McFarland. He replaces number 37, Steven Bednarski. That's McFarland for Bednarski, New York City.
McFarland now will come in for Steven Bednarski for New York City FC 2. So both teams making some changes here in the 65th minute. That's usually where we'll see him as we have a foul called against Atlanta United 2. You have to think New York City FC 2 can get that second goal. That might be enough to put this game away. But right now, Atlanta United 2 putting pressure on the back line of NYCFC 2. Something we did not see in the first half. Freeze, Owusu. Play it up past midfield. Myers gives chase as it's headed away. Cobb just playing it to safety. Jimenez. We go inside. Turnbull. Turnbull with an opportunity. Knocked away by Reyes. Reyes full tilt on that save to make the stop against the right back. Great save here by Vicente Reyes. He's had a few of them tonight on the highlight reel. Really doing a great job of keeping Atlanta United 2 in this game. This game could easily be 3 or 4-0 in favor of NYCFC 2. Atlanta United 2's goalkeeper really having a great performance here tonight is Vicente Reyes. Now he just needs a little help in that midfield as well as in the attacking third. See if they can find a goal to level things up and give themselves a chance to just get to the shootout again. With the rules, you have a possibility if you win in the shootout to get 2 points, whereas opposed to the draw, you just get the 1. Minute here, New York City FC 2 up 1-0. One goal coming from Justin Hack back in the 8th minute. Tyler Young will approach. Down by Turnbull. Turnbull had a great chance that was just stopped a moment ago by Reyes. Dennis. He'll play it back. Owusu back into Hack. And Alcazar will go out wide. McFarland going down the line. Chance here for Jason. Jason leaves it for Dennis. Dennis wanted that back post. Dennis had a little bit more time to gather in that pass to get more balance as he wanted that back post. Bijal gets by one defender, tries to squeeze by two, does. Knocked over right there is Eric Ciento. Firmino. Denny. Cobb. Back to Denny. Bijal. Here's Noah Cobb, the 17-year-old, last year selected into the MLS Next Pro All-Star Game. Look at Atlanta United 2, next 3 games at home. Meanwhile, for NYCFC 2, their next 2 on the road. They'll play Friday, 7 p.m. against Toronto FC 2, then on the road on the 23rd against Orlando City B. New York City FC 2 looking for their first 3 points of the season. If this score line is to hold, of course, they'd like to tack on another goal if possible. United 2 searching for that equalizer here in the 73rd minute as we approach the 74th. Hack turns away. Owusu. Switching sides. Oh, nice little soft touch, and back defensively though was Atlanta United 2's Tyler Young. Tyler Young in his second professional game, making his debut last week. Hack. Hack had a chance to get possibly 2 goals here in this game. One though stopped by Vicente Reyes, who collects the ball and gives it to Denny. He'll slot it through. Firmino will give it back up. Tiento. Losing possession, and now New York City FC 2 looking to capitalize on the mistake. Dennis slipping it through. Little back heel ball, but no one there on the run. Dennis was late. Denny Cobb, Firmino. Ball stolen away once again. Hack. Lopez applying the pressure for Atlanta United 2. Looking to step through, but can't get around Hack. Tiente will drop it back to midfield, gets it on the return. Tiente down the line. Hack. Dennis down the line, Turnbull. Patience here by NYCFC 2, not trying to force anything. Jimenez wanted to find Myers. Turnbull to Jimenez on the overlap. The cross repelled away and out of play.
Ladies and gentlemen, substitution for Atlanta now playing number 12, Aymar Lopez. He replaces number 28, Tyler Wolf. That's Lopez for Wolf Atlanta.
Aymar Lopez now in for Tyler Wolf for Atlanta United 2. Season does have a goal. Jimenez at the end line, crossing, and that's going to be chipped in on the backside. And now NYCFC 2 has a 2-goal lead. Getting on the scoreboard is Andres Jason for New York City FC 2. Jimenez doing all the work here, crossing, and just an easy chip for the second goal of the game. That goal coming in the 77th minute. So you look at the two players scoring the goals tonight. Andres Jason as well as Justin Hack. 2 games this season for NYCFC. Meanwhile, Andres Jason, 3 games. Jason with the goal, the assist coming from Jimenez. You just saw the patience there by New York City FC 2, not forcing anything. Took their chance when they had it on a beautiful cross by Jimenez. New York City FC looks for their first win at home. They had 4 last year at Belson Stadium. Meanwhile, Atlanta United 2 searching for that first goal. Have to appreciate the effort right there for Atlanta United too, just nothing to show for it. Myers. There's McFadden there that was dancing in the center for Atlanta United 2 before he lost possession. Turnbull playing it down the line into space for Jimenez. Jimenez will earn his team a corner. Oh, they're going to say that was off by Jimenez, so it'll be a goal kick instead. Firmino. Lopez. Neymar loses possession. Chance here for Beer. Beer will slow it up. Waits for some reinforcement. Now he'll play it back. Hack. New York City FC 2 in no hurry. Hack. Gets on the return pass. Jason. Good challenge there on the far side of the field by Ciento. Owusu. City FC 2 right now looking to hold on to a 2-0 lead as they hope to get their first shutout of the season. Dennis plays it in. Turnbull. Dennis. Collision there. Bijal will be able to get up under his own power. Cross. He's going to go all the way to the backside of the area. Santo will step over, turns away. Maybe an opportunity now for Atlanta United too. Players around the ball. Bijal will walk away. Highmar there with the left. As Firmino walks off. Highmar looking to drive this in. On the ground and smothered by Freeze. Owusu charging up the field. Jimenez inside. Owusu still on his run. Dennis plays it out wide. Dennis. foul by Vijol. Go back to September 14, 2022, last time New York City FC 2 had a shutout. They did it against FC Cincinnati 2 by a score of 4-0. In that game, Jimenez had 2 goals, Gomez with 1, and Owusu also with a goal for New York City FC 2. Actually, back-to-back games they had a shutout. Nice threaded ball, but Firmino unable to get to it. About 5 minutes and some stoppage time remains here as NYCFC 2 looks for their first win in 2023. Firmino drops it back. Lopez trying to thread this back to Firmino. Here's Owusu. Dennis sprinting forward. Turnbull also making the run. He gets the ball. Turnbull. See, Lucy Turnbull getting involved in the attack. Turnbull had a great chance at he went for the back post but was unable to get it by Reyes. Dennis. Dennis. Back heel to try to pass it off. Jason looking at great, and this one over the crossbar. Jason nearly had his second goal. Andres Jason scored in the 77th minute. Nearly had one there in the 88th minute, 10 minutes later. Justin Hack got things going in the 8th minute for New York City FC 2. Vijol gets by Beer. Down the line. This pass is cut off. McFarland, though, can't control possession. Vijol plays it out wide. Ciento goes inside. Little back heel ball, no one there. So for Atlanta United 2, it looks like this will be their second loss of the season after getting the draw last week against New York Red Bulls. They do have their next 3 at home. So that'll be huge for Atlanta United 2 as they look to find success. Meanwhile, for this New York City Football Club 2 team, they will be on the road for their next 2 games. Look at Atlanta United's next 3 home games. They'll begin with Orlando City B on Sunday at 7:30 p.m. And they'll take on Chicago Fire 2 and then Philadelphia Union 2. Atlanta United United, though, looking for their first goal to try at least erase the clean sheet. Left-footed, inward swinging ball. Knotted up in the air. Firmino running out of room, able to turn and go to the end line. And poked out by Turnbull. Turnbull doing a good job here tonight defensively. Also seen him get in the attack a couple different times. So 2 minutes of stoppage time added on. Push to the ground. Musu can understand his tired legs with the effort that he's put in tonight. As Matt Freese will help him up. Matt Freese, last year with Philadelphia Union too. 6 clean sheets. He's going to get his first here tonight with New York City Football Club too.
Ronald Arevalo, he replaces number 39, Matthew Myers. Arevalo for Myers, New York City, substitution.
Ronnie Arevalo in, Matthew Myers out for New York City FC 2. Dennis. Dennis has Turnbull to the right, but he'll go inside. Arevalo, who just subbed on, turns away. Arevalo now to the corner just to erase the time, and that will do it as the final whistle blows, and New York City FC 2 gets their first win in 2023 as they get the win 2-0 over Atlanta United 2. New York City Football Club 2 dominating this performance, and today's man of the match is Justin Hack, and it's presented by Adidas. Justin Hack got things going in the 8th minute for New York City, and that would be the game-winning goal. Another goal will be added on by Andres Jason later, but here's that goal by our man of the match, Justin Hack, presented to you by Adidas. That just a beautiful ball to the top of the 6th. Justin Hack with an easy put back into the corner to give New York City FC the lead early in this game as they get the win by a score of 2-0 over Atlanta United 2. So you look at this Atlanta United 2 team, they're looking to bounce back. They have next 3 games at home. Meanwhile, for New York City FC 2, their next 2 on the road. So they'll have some challenges coming up as they'll begin that with Toronto FC 2 next Sunday. That game at 7:30 p.m. But New York City FC 2 gets the win here tonight by a score of 2-0. You look at the changes that were made, paying off dividends for head coach Matt Pilkington, as there you see the first goal, and there you had a great performance by Vicente Reyes, the goalkeeper of Atlanta United 2. He very much kept his team in this, but it was not enough tonight as they were not able to get their first 3 points of the season. And for New York City FC 2, they get their first win at Belson Stadium on the year as they get the clean sheet for the first time this season by a score of 2-0 over this Atlanta United 2 team. For our crew, I am Josh Toll saying thank you for tuning in and good night.
This copyrighted broadcast of MLS Next Pro may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcasted without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.